Hello, hello, hello. So we're going to do a divine masculine energy tap. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the hourglass today. So divine masculine energy is all king. Hey, on the hourglass. So divine masculine could be male or female. This could also resonate with the wounded, distorted, or even the divine masculinity within yourself. We both have, or we all have that masculine and feminine, that yin and yang energy to promote growth and creativity, a creation as well. So let's get into it. If this is a divinely orchestrated, it's recognized by the Most High. This is your equally yoked partner. All right, you met this twin flame, or you met this higher level soulmate energy to kind of break you out of your own glass ceiling, and vice versa. You guys are meant to heal and raise the vibration. You have superseded what society deem as appropriate male and female relationship or dynamics. All right, so you're part of a bigger plan here. So congratulations for those of you that answer the call and following through with healing, separation, union, reunions. All right, this should always meet you at another level. You should not be continuously repeating the same patterns, because that may be something that's very karmatic, that you have a different contract with. You should feel safe and okay at all times. You shouldn't be fearing for your life, or feel like you shouldn't be fearing for your life, or this may be very abusive. That's something else entirely different. All right, this person is helping you to liberate from your own triggers, and vice versa. So let's see what's going on. So keep an open mind. If you have not yet met a twin flame, this may be all your energy dealing with your distorted, wounded, or defined masculinity. All right, so let's see what's being removed or healed for your divine masculine. And not all divine masculine's energy is going to resonate with your particular divine masculine. We have explore. So some of your divine masculines may be exploring a new part of themselves. They're very concentrated or focused on exploring right now. So they could be traveling. They could be exploring spirituality or their own spirit care at this time. We do have 11s. So some of your divine masculines, they may be activated at this time, or they're seeing this transformational code of 1111, this number sequencing, asking your divine masculines to please pay attention to their thoughts, their emotions, their beliefs, because right now, it's playing a very major or huge role in what they manifest. So divine masculine, if you're tuning in, please be aware of your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, because again, it's generating, it's developing, it's manifesting. You're creating this in your reality. So I feel like a lot of ocean energy coming from the Explore card. So your divine masculine may have quite a lot of opportunities right now, and they're kind of having this cardinal desire. This may feel like the passion chakra or the solar plex chakra, where they're feeling this enhanced flow to kind of like get out there. It's a lot of lust or urges to move towards their passionate desires or heartfelt desires. It could feel like a lot of aggression. I'm seeing like the crocodile or the alligator totem. So they're kind of making their way out here. They feel very optimistic, or they're having faith about romance or what's happening, or the willingness in their heart. So divine feminine, they're exploring their heart desires. We have the donkey totem here as well. So there may be stubborn focus on their divine feminine. You may be some sort of inspirational gift to this divine masculine's heart. So there's a lot of high and lows, being that we have like a lot of wave and oceanic energy. So there's a lot of up and down, or high and lows, with this emotional divine masculine at this time, but it's helping them to stretch. I feel like there's a lot of tension at the same time, because they're stretching, they're moving. Some of you, your divine masculine, may be thinking about how hot you are. You're like too hot to touch, and you excite their intoxicating fantasies, and they're exploring that right now. For some of them, they're really fixated on these really hot, intoxicating desires or fantasies that they have for you. They may not be willing to jump in right now, even though they want to. They may feel like it's going to end up, or they're going to look foolish for some of you. So some of your divine masculines may be very watery, or they're exploring their emotional depth at this time. Now, They may be like having this childlike wonder as well, this curiosity is what I'm feeling. So they're very curious. So for some of you, it's about crossing some sexual boundaries, because I'm feeling like a lot of watery passion. For some of you, this divine masculine is having like this big fantasy affair with you, and they're really focused about that in their imagination. So let's bust down the tarot and see what is going on. So for some of you, this is all they could focus on, is about being very sexual, or being your intoxicating ways that you have. They can't seem to focus on anything else right now. I feel like they're kind of disconnected from the here and now, or being present where they're at. So if they're with someone else or they're around family, it's very difficult for this divine masculine to focus on them. They're really focusing on you as well. I'm hearing be careful what you wish for. For some of you, your divine masculine may have wished or dreamed about a woman of, or a masculine or a male, a man of your caliber, and now that they have you, or they have this connection, they feel very tense about it. Wow. So for some of them, they could be trying to master a career, a skill, but it's very difficult because you're on their mind. So let's see how they're feeling about themselves. We have crown, third eye, and we have the solar plex chakra buzzing right now, all right? So they're feeling your energy all through their body. Very intoxicating. And I feel like they're letting it flow. They're not fighting it. They're kind of like paying attention. So right now they may be feeling guilty. We have some dog totems. Some of you may be dog owners, dog parents. Wow. Okay, so they feel like they have violated and they overstep a boundary here with their divine feminine or with themselves. They feel really to blame because, again, they have these intoxicating fantasies, but then here comes the reality of you guys' connection, and they may be feeling like they're at fault or responsible for some sort of separation or silent treatment, or it feels like you guys are not fully talking. It may not be like how you want it, divine feminine. So right now they're in their mentals about you. So right now they're feeling fulfilled. I did feel like this very optimistic energy. Some of them, they may have prayed or wished for you on a star, and now that they have you, they're like overwhelmed and very tense, but they're very at peace that they have, or they know that you exist, and they're ready to like name a star after you, divine feminine. This divine masculine is crazy. They may be a stargazer as well, or they often wonder if you guys are staring at the same stars or at the moon at the same time. So they may have wished for you. They may have prayed for somebody of your caliber. Now that they have you, it's like they rather stay in fantasy and be at peace with that than actually kind of like do something here. But there's a lot of carnal desires here. Carnal desires. They have a lot of wishes and hopes, very optimistic, wow, about themselves, about what they're going through right now, even though it feels tense and aggressive. So let's see how they're feeling about their divine feminines. Divine feminines, how are you? Big up yourself in a comment box if you are a genuine, beautiful, whether you're dark or light, divine feminine. Oh, so they feel very sad without their divine feminine right now. They feel like the joy has been taken out of their life. Very unhappy of whatever situation that you guys may be in. So even if you're in union right now and you guys are still exploring who you are, they may feel like they're not as close as they want to be with you. They're not getting enough of your attention or enough of your beautiful warmth ambiance to grow here. Some of you, you have literally decided to kind of like back off from your divine masculine because they seem focused on other options or other things at this time. But we see here that they're thinking about you. Let's see what else they're feeling about their divine feminine. They're very grateful. I'm telling you, if they're not with you and they're feeling very sad because of that, because it's possibly their fault, they feel still blessed and very grateful to know that you exist, to have this connection. They want to explore more of it. It's actually one of their desires, their heartfelt desires, to kind of explore more with you. From since they met you, they have been seeing 11, 11, or 11s. Some of them has researched it because it was just too much. It was very in their face, and I feel like they have gotten some sort of confirmation or some sort of guide about what's happening between the both of you, right? So we have 4111, that may be numbers in a phone number, bills, what have you. But I'm seeing 511 or 411. So what's the 411? Divine masculine. They feel embarrassed. Oh my gosh. So they feel very awkward, or you guys may have did something together and it caused, excuse me, and it caused like this awkward energy, or they feel really exposed right now for some reason. So they may have came out and shown you something, or you came out and showed or expressed your desires, and because it was not reciprocated, or for some of you there was some sort of, I don't know, it just felt like it wasn't reciprocated, or they didn't meet your expectations, and now somebody feels very exposed and awkward. There's an awkward cycle going on, or phase, between this divine masculine and their divine feminine. But they feel ever blessed. Some of you have that ever blessed pum pum. Vibes Cartel, blessed pum pum. For some of you, you have that blessed stick. We have the divine masculine coming through. So they're seeking some sort of order. I feel some sort of order or structure here between the both of you. They're exploring their divinity as well. For some of you, you could be dealing with a divine masculine that did not see themselves as you did, or they feel like they have embarrassed their position in your life. They feel like they have kind of like they screwed up their position in life, and now they feel very embarrassed, almost like their clothes are not fitting them, or this position of the emperor or the divine masculine, they're not fit for that position, or they have not grown into that divinity as yet. So with the emperor energy, I do feel like you make them feel divine feminine, like they're sitting on top of the world, but they could be very dry in expressing that optimism. It's almost like they want to remain in control and not let you see that you have impact them in some way. So your divine masculine 11 with the emperor energy, they may be very concentrated on building in their life. They may be in their builder's energy, planning, strategizing to bomb first, because the emperor has like this leadership energy, and he or she may be in this very intuitive energy, but they could be very systematic. So even though they're receiving very intuitive guidance, because of their systematic or their need for order and structure, they may have like this very dry way of moving forward in life. It's almost like I'm trying to maintain my position of authority and power. So I'm going to be doing things on my own time when I want to move type of vibe. So your divine masculine may be feeling like in that energy right now, where they're going to do things on their own time. They could be very, very fixated on maintaining some sort of order in their life with the Emperor's energy. For some of you, you're dealing with a divine masculine that has been very, very arrogant and controlling, and they feel very awkward now that you may not be around to kind of like applaud or be in the audience for this shit show. So for some of you, you have exit out of this shit show, and now they feel embarrassed in some way. They're very fixated on their position in life right now, or making it's like making it's like for some of your divine masculine, they're working their way up to getting a position at a table. So I don't know if this is an organization, into a business, a company, a group. For some of you, it feels like real estate groups, like they're trying to work their way up to being in a very high position, and that's what they're fixated on. Institution or a boy-girl group, they have a seat at a table or in a family thing. They may like mafia movies as well. We have the Five of Wands that snapped at me as well. So they could be having some chaos in their life, or they're going through a lot of dramatic situations with friends and family, and they feel really exposed. All right. So they may be feeling like researching this 1111 thing, it's exposing the drama and the chaos, and they feel really embarrassed that they have been off track for a while. And dealing with their divine feminine reflect how off track that they are. So they may be feeling like they have competition that's pining for their attention as well, and that's kind of making them feel very powerful and arrogant. Oh, look at you, conceited divine masculine. We have justice energy. I'm not calling out any signs because all signs are welcome. By the way, happy birthday to all the cancers in the house. So I want to say that this divine masculine is looking for some sort of balance in their life. I feel like if they have troubles with the laws because they have like this very arrogant, aggressive, and this temper, I feel like they're very hot-head, or you may be very hot and they feel like they have to kind of like win you over the competition, or they know they have competition. They know the truth about that, that they have competition, but they're the emperor, or they're fixated on the competition in your life. Or divine feminine, you're too fixated on the competition that this divine masculine has in their life. What is this? Okay, not settling for second best is what I heard. So for some of you, your divine masculine already made a decision to not settle for second best. So for some of you, it's like they feel like some of you have a very arrogant divine masculine. It almost feels like you have to compete for their attention because they've put themselves on a very high pedestal. For some of you, you're dealing with a divine masculine that's going through legal issues because of their anger. We have anger issues, or they have problems finding balance in their life because they're prone to drama because of their need to control. So competitions may fuel your divine masculine's drive in life. I feel like they're procrastinating with integrity, or telling you some sort of truth. They're like in turmoil because of it. We have the Seven of Pentacles, so they could not want to force things here, or if they did in the past, it kind of embarrassed them. We have the Three of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Your divine masculine may be very impatient at this time, and they're struggling with themselves, or they're fighting themselves to kind of like take control. They may want to take control, but with the Seven of Pentacles energy, they're still exploring. Because if we look at the gardener here, he's still exploring different ways to improve their gardening situation, or their harvest, or their results. So your divine masculine is still kind of exploring who they are. They're still exploring their options at this time. They're still exploring who they could work or cooperate with. Or they're still very much focused on the people around them that they're choosing to work with. Could be in a group, could be in a career. It could even be with people that they're trying to like give order to. This could be children here as well. So your divine masculine could have more than 2 children. Or they like hanging around younger groups, even though it's filled with drama and competition. It feels very vigorous for your divine masculine. All right, so some of them could be in some sort of conflict on what to invest in this situation to start this growth again. So for some of you, you may have went through some, you may have came very far with your divine masculine, but now it feels like it hit a very slow period, and they're looking for opportunities or options to flow or flourish again, to get progress. Or for some of you, they're finally seeing progress in their life after being in a very competitive energy. For some of you, I feel like somebody overwatered, or they gave too much attention to this divine masculine, and now they feel very embarrassed or self-conscientious. Somebody feels very awkward about giving too much attention to the situation, or giving too much attention to the wrong things, and they feel embarrassed. and they're avoiding confrontation. Some of you, this divine masculine is avoiding confrontation with you. Yeah, they're choosing to like fall back in the hermit energy. Some of your divine masculine is struggling with paranoia with the people that they're choosing to make money with. I can't force it. Is what's ringing through really loud. I can't force this, or I can't force it. I can't force you to work with me, or I can't force what the competition does, or I'm not responsible for what the competition does. But they are influencing or um, giving it life to still work here or move. This divine masculine is very, very concentrated on the competition. So this could be competition for their divine feminine, or they're focusing on competition to make money. We have the Seven of Wands with the Justice card and the Hermit. Let me get one more card because I'm getting a message here. All right, so for some of you, your divine masculine may have went through a very threatening situation with some friends here they may have been working with. And I feel like they're very impatient, or they're now seeing the results of something else that they may have been working on in private. With the Hermit, they have been kind of like protecting this, or this could be this energy with between you and your divine masculine. For some of you, they have been going through this dark night of the soul, where they have been facing a lot of truth and fear to bring balance, to kind of like get on that path and that road to things that are really close in their heart. For you, divine feminine, this may be you. They have been going through a lot of drama just to get on the road to you, back on track to the road to you with the 11 energy. They're protective right now, or they're very overprotective of their truth. They feel like they've been backed in a corner for some of you, and they have no choice but to tell you the truth, but they're like preparing themselves to kind of like be defensive about it. They were involved in something very threatening or dramatic that it could have landed them in jail, or the laws could have been involved, and they're very paranoid about that. They're very fearful about that. They're choosing to kind of isolate or kind of like detach from these people. They may feel like they have to fight them soon, in a minute as well, but it feels very awkward, or they're in an awkward position, and this is why they're defensive. Some truth or secrets may have came out about your divine masculine. What they have choose to invest in. They were too distracted or focused on one particular method of winning or being successful here because of their fears. So instead of facing or leaning into their fears, your divine masculine was focusing on one particular method. And because of that, it's almost like they were sure something was going to work here, but it actually came to the Three of Pentacles where things became even more slow. And it's like they feel like they can't force it. Some of your divine masculine may be self-employed, and they're having to like rework the foundation in that career, because we're seeing a lot of pentacles, and this is their reality. This is what's happening in their reality right now. They're having to like rework or kind of like go deep within to get the answers on how to flourish again. And they're like in this turmoil or this like tension, conflict within themselves about doing the right thing with integrity. So for you, divine feminine, your divine masculine is really focused on how to kind of convey a truth to you, something that they may have been protecting or hiding. I feel like they feel very sad and embarrassed about this secret. Could be something to do with family situation. For some of you, it has ancestral energy involved. They could even be embarrassed to tell you that they do see longevity. They do want to give you everything, or you are their everything, or they want everything with you. The house, the dog, the family, They want the blending of the families as well. But it's something about money, hey, that they're in a lot of drama with money and the laws, or even paying debts. And this is what they're hiding from you. This is why they're keeping you at arm's distance, because there may be some threats that's going on and they don't want to have to kind of like protect you and them. For some of you, your divine masculine is exploring their divinity, and they're seeing a lot of ancestral karma where this competition or this drama is stemming from family. It could be family that they're fighting against or protecting themselves from. Their worst fears came through with family or with money, family money. We have death and we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, they're very focused on world views here as well. We have the death card, and I'm feeling like they are going through a death of the ego and the dark night of the soul. So there's a sense of self-discovery with explore, second tries, could even be positive development, being that we see the death at the end. So whatever this is going to end. Your divine masculine has been prolonging this for a long time because of power, because of status. And I feel like they have put an end. There's a lot of shame to the ending of this situation here as well. Or it's like a shame that your own family would be against you. Wow. Your divine masculine is looking for a new start in this transformation. So even though it feels brutal, or they feel like they fell from grace, it's like they're being stripped of their power, and they're in a very awkward energy. Oh my. So big changes is ahead, or your divine masculine is going through some major changes with the death card. For some of you, it has something to do with a death of an elder that left a will or money, family money, and this is a secret, or this is secret inheritance that's happening for your divine masculine, and they're protecting it. They're not telling you the truth, telling these people the truth, or they're not telling anybody the truth that they have money come in. It's like a will, or they have to go to the courthouse. Some of you, they may even secretly want to marry you in a courthouse. This is their dream, to get married in a courthouse rather than a big wedding. Yeah. Some of your divine masculine is looking for another path here to take to ensure some sort of growth or flourishment here. They hope, okay, so for some of your divine masculines, let me see how much time I have. They're hoping that this would turn into longevity with you, divine feminine. They may feel very exposed or self-conscientious of the ghosting, of the falling back pretty hard, or even like third-party situations and competition. They feel very guilty about that. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like they're looking for options, or looking for ways, or looking for a new start to get things going again here. This may be something that's secretly that they're reflecting on in private. This is possibly why they're so quiet. This is what they're thinking about. They're meditating, they're visualizing a lot in the hermit energy, but there's a fear of this not working. There's a fear that this may fail. Some of your divine masculine is like thinking, or they're really focusing on the low efforts, that it's like they constantly pick the low fruit, or there's a lot of low fruits here in the competition. And divine feminine, no need to worry, because this is like low fruit. This is like bruised fruit that's on the ground rolling around. Your divine masculine wants like the top fruit. They want top shelf type of vibe, because they're in their essence. That's their truth. This is something that they're not telling anyone. So they're just allowing a competition, and this could be competition with work. They could be in a very competitive industry where they have like this secret formula, or this secret ingredients, or they have this secret hair. And they're in like this higher perspective, like this eagle energy, and they're just looking down at the competition, at the drama. There's going to be a family secret coming out real soon, and this may transform your divine masculine. They may even feel like they're going to be backed in a corner. So some sort of family truth or something that they were given too much energy to or time has no results, and they can't force that to work, and they're choosing to kind of like isolate themselves from that situation because they can't force it, and it's stagnant. So it's like, I'm going off on my own, I work better alone. They're secretly hurt here, or they're secretly feeling like backed in a corner and embarrassed, divine feminine. And this is helping them to have major transformations or changes in their life. Ten of Pentacles, they could have even confront a family member here, and this person is like denying it, denying something here with your divine masculine. Could be a father energy. They're starting to see where this competitive drama energy is coming from their father's side. Very interesting. So with the Ten of Pentacles and the Death card, it feels like this is the final chapter. This is a final chapter in some of your divine masculine story with some sort of ancestral karma, or putting the needs of others first. It's like they have to stand for something or fall for anything, and this is the end of a chapter of doing so, with because they feel like they like to work with a lot of people, and that's like a final, that's coming to an end because there's some secrets that's being revealed that's causing a lot of embarrassment to your divine masculine. Or this could be you, divine feminine. They're putting an end, there's a finale with being defensive because of family obligations or issues. So they're seeing the truth about that situation, and it's like they're burnt out, or they're folding on this belief of this family situation, and they're kind of like giving themselves a new start with the Death card. For some of you, your divine masculine wants you to know they're really embarrassed to tell you that they want a new beginning and they want longevity. They want to do right, or they want to bring peace, justice, and moderation to the situation, but they're unable to face their fears. They're unable to face the darkness or the truth about what they were doing all this time, or why they wasted so much time. So they're trying to maintain this power and this control, but it's clashing with doing the right thing, because deep inside they know the right thing. This is a lot of eclipsing and endings here with the Moon, Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. So for some of you, your divine masculine may be very embarrassed that things ended when it felt very promising. It was flourishing. And they feel very defensive, or they could feel like their ego is very sensitive or fragile right now. So, you know, it could be all good things come to an end with the Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you, your divine masculine is realizing that the energy between the both of you flows more better when there's equality, or when there is giving and receiving with the Justice and the Ten of Pentacles. I'm also hearing there's two sides to a story here. So some of your divine masculine is researching 1111, and this is helping them to see where they were stagnant, and now that they have like this 1111 information, they're starting slow but steady progress here with the Three of Pentacles, because whatever this 1111 research was about, I'm telling you, some of your divine masculines was seeing this 1111 thing all the time, and they started to research it, and they got some sort of information that's helping them to flourish slowly, helping them to go through this dark night of the soul. This 11 is very much the truth, or it puts something in perspective for your divine masculine to understand the deeper truth within. Now they have something to fight for. I feel like this is purpose with the Seven of Wands. And some of them could be kind of protecting themselves from very unhealthy family members that's just all about money. They're not caring about your divine masculine's health, why they're quiet, why they seem to focus on one thing or distracted. And they're seeing the truth about how people are just around them for money. Some of these people even turned against your divine masculine, and that was the final chapter. That was it, that pushed them into surrendering to a transformation. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm just getting so many. Okay, so there's grief here as well because of a loss of a dream or this exposure. I'm looking at my channel notes because I did see this combination. Some of them could be sitting at park benches or on benches, kind of like observing their deeper truth. There were some hyenas involved as well. All right, so I'm going to read a passage. This book is very old as well, but I'm going to read a passage because we're starting July. Okay, where is that book? Okay, hold on, you guys. I might need to put it on pause. Okay, I found it. All right, so I'm going to read a passage. And this book dates back to 2013, but I like to read the passages. Those of you that are interested in Bible verses, we have Genesis chapter 24, verses 34 to 41, and 50 to 6, verses 50 to 67. And we have 1 John chapter 2, verse 7 to 11. Anyway, I'm just going to read the first passage. Let me see. Why did I choose this passage? Because it's July the 1st, right? All right, so it may be beneficial for some of you. You may be able to resonate. Take the gender roles as it fits because we have girls, but it could be men, boys, whatever. So we have those who surround me lift up their heads. Let the mischief of their lips overwhelm them. So I feel like there's a lot of like drama here in this divine masculine's family or around money. And this is kind of pulling them away from their divine feminine because they feel like your presence would help make sense of what they're going through in this dark night of the soul and this ego death. All right. Oh, I hit my mic. So it says mean girls, or it could be men, boys, whatever. I was surrounded by them in middle school. They gossip, they lie, they mock and belittle the insecure among us. They made my school days a nightmare. And I remember talking with my mom about them. It was a huge comfort just to vent, to let out my feelings of anger and pain. Whether or not the mean girls had their way in the short run, I came away from my talks with mom, reassured that they would not win today. The psalmist was surrounded by evil doers. Their tongues were sharp as snakes. They stirred up wars. The writer cried with anger and pain to the Lord. People can be mean. It is the way of the world. But when we are at our lowest, there is someone to share our pain with. There is someone who will listen to our plea for help and even our angry call for punishment and vengeance. We have someone who is on our side always. We have someone who can reassure us that the wicked people would not win the day. Meanwhile, sometimes it's just good to vent, to get the bitter feelings out. Listen in God, be my sounding board. Let me vent to you when life is overwhelming me. Amen. So I feel like in this hermit energy, your divine masculine is like venting to the moon, venting to whoever they deem as the most high or their source. They have been venting, and I'm saying they've been getting a lot of reality checks or a lot of number synchronicities and signs. Has been confirmation about some family secrets or secrets around money. This could even be with greed or marrying for money or getting with people for money. Something is being revealed here and your divine masculine is backed in a corner. All right. They feel like there has been injustice, and this is why they have fallen back from you, because it's very embarrassing details. Nevertheless, your divine masculine is having closure from within and starting or restarting here with the surrendering of the death card. Because with the Two of Wands energy, yes, for some of you, your divine masculine may have hopped the fence and went to the grass. They thought the grass was greener on the other side. It was not. It was full of drama, competition, lies, and secrets. But again, they were attracted to this because of their faith. Now, with the Two of Wands, the divine masculine feels very ready. Or there's a readiness to challenge what's going on here. So this is a competition as well. So they may not be fighting this drama stuff. They may be doing it in a different way, getting revenge in a different way. I'm also feeling like with the Two of Wands, there's an opportunity with the death card, the Two of Wands, for this divine masculine to change, to feel more confident in the success, this certain success that they're focusing on, that they're working towards very slowly. All right. So right now, your divine masculine may be resisting the temptation to kind of like confess or reveal these secrets, because it's so, the details feels very embarrassing, divine feminine. So right now, I feel like they're working on their shmoneys to kind of move away from this drama, to kind of come closer. I'm hearing I'm many moons away, but I'm on my way for the divine feminine. Yeah. They don't want to stay where they're at. And whatever is happening is pushing your divine masculine to take action. All right? That's what I'm just getting here. Yeah. Something is not equal here. True justice with the Ten of Pentacles. Something is not equal, is not equal give and take here, or give and receive. And your divine masculine is coming into this understanding that that needs to change with the death card. There are two sides of the story. So some of you may have half the story here. I'm hearing through the silence. Through the silence, some of you guys, divine masculine is really talking in the nighttime to the Most High. All right, so let's get some channel messages, person that's watching. I hope you guys are resonating. If you're not, that's okay. These types of energy taps is to see what the divine masculine, or get a bird's eye view of what they're moving through and how the divine feminine energy could help heal, and vice versa. Cutting cords, cord cutting, elimination. The divine masculine is giving themselves closure, and I feel like they're backed in a corner and they don't have a choice but to surrender to this major change. There's a lot of mean people here. Could be even feminine's masculine energy, people that they once worked with, or this could be people that are not willing to change. They're still holding on to a lot of outdated beliefs, while your divine masculine is kind of like powering up in their own divinity, despite of their egotism or arrogance. They're about to see these snakes in the grass, or these hyenas, these like people that very petty people. I don't know. Some of them could be children. Heart on fire, erotic, devoted, bliss, divine feminine. So again, with this intoxicating fantasies about their divine feminine, you could be somebody that's very diplomatic, or you have a lot of trustworthy advice, and this is divine masculine feel really sad that they can't kind of like talk to you about this embarrassing situation. Avoidant. Yeah, they fell back pretty hard with the Hermit card, didn't they? Some of you divine feminines, you may have ghosts because it was just too much fuckery here with the Five of Wands. I feel like people will be calling on God's name. People are like having like, I don't know, they're using God in a very, it feels like disrespectful, and your divine masculine is like watching it. People are like starting conflicts and, calling wolf, or somebody's been calling wolf for a long time. I'm starting to see healthy relationships manifest from a space of unconditional love. So this situation that's happening with your divine masculine, they're surrendering to healthy things, slow but steady. Three of Pentacles. They're starting to see, yeah. So they're watching, they're focusing, they're watching these people, observing these people, and they're starting to understand healthy ways here, how to manifest in a healthy way, rebalance and restore with the justice. So the cosmic courts is here with some sort of judgment call, a finale here to restore balance. Yeah. What? I have too much going on right now. Well, we see that. It's like a lot of tension as well. And their heart is so much on fire for you, Divine Feminine. Repeating cards. My trauma got in the way. And this could be ancestral karma or trauma as well that needs healing, needs to be eclipsed. So let's see what's going on, Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, divine messages to your Divine Feminine. What's going on? It's okay to say goodbye to someone with hopes to one day say hello to another. So this is what I'm feeling, this finale, this end of a chapter with a certain person or family situation. Somebody got eclipsed and a lot of cord cuttings are going on. So your Divine Masculine is pulling back their power. I'm also hearing with the Emperor energy, call back in your power. Get control of your life again. I'm either all in or I don't even care. You either feel all of me or it's like I'm not even there. Some of you are feeling your Divine Masculine energy really intensely. You could hear them calling your name or you hear their name repeating over and over. Please don't give my loving away. Keep it sacred. Yeah, they want you to have integrity, Divine Feminine. They want you to do the right thing. They want you to follow your truth, your morals. Divine Masculine. I never thought it would turn out this way. I'm heartbroken. Yeah. They're backed in a corner and they're very defensive, very protective. For some of you, your Divine Masculine, they thought that being in this dramatic shit was the way to be. And now it's like they're reflecting on who the fuck they really are. Sexual attractions form a strong emotional connection. These repeating cards all day. Not enough trust to get this relationship started. There's a lack of communication. There's no explanation for not showing up. And a lot of things are happening that's intolerable. So your Divine Masculine is observing the way how they're showing up in your life, that it's not enough trust. And this is why they're going through this dark night of the soul, this deep self-reflection. They're evaluating their potential, their ways, their true potential versus what other people expect of them. This Divine Masculine be really focused on money. Money is like a big part of their power or their identity. Remove yourself from the past so you could arrive at a better future. Embrace the change. 5, 5, 5. And we have 5s here as well. So there is a change that's brought on by a conflict or by embarrassing moment of exposure. Somebody's truth, Divine Masculine's dark truth, or their worst fears come into life and now they're backed in a corner. You're the main character. The hero was always you. So your Divine Masculine is learning to save themselves. Booty calls. So we have text messages, hoping or hopping from base to base, sexual or sex arrangements. So, you know, your Divine Masculine could have been involved in that and they're reflecting on that. Some of them are hiding from someone that they kind of put as a booty call. They're kind of eclipsing that person or cutting them out. And this is someone that could be close to their family or close to their friends. And they're feeling very defensive about that. I'm worried that you're not worried. So for some of you Divine Feminines, you have decided to kind of like hit the kill switch. For some of you, you have decided to give this Divine Masculine or give yourself closure around the full moon we just had in June. You got serious about your emotions and you may have eclipsed the Divine Masculine out, or you may have kind of like embraced their ghosting. I feel powerless in my situations. Looking at you makes me stronger. So even though they want to give up, they may even want to kind of have like a meltdown here or fold or like surrender, because it's very painful and it feels very threatening. And I feel like at times your Divine Masculine wants to break down and cry, but then they remember you and they remember how grateful and blessed that they feel, the happiness that they once had with you. And it helps them to be more optimistic about going out there. I respect you. You are a whole and I don't want to disturb you. Different outlooks and opinions. So for some of you, your Divine Masculine is like keeping you away from them, arm's length, because they feel very unbalanced and awkward. So they're very quiet, kind of like digging deep, kind of like mad about what they're seeing about themselves, fighting not to be alone. Wow. So they do feel lonely, and there's a lot of fight energy going on here. Hi, I know it's late, but can we talk? I don't want to scare you away. Wow. So for some of you, your divine masculine may have lashed out and now they have calmed down. They need to explain themselves. You melt my stress away each and every time I see you. Beautiful. You the truth, divine feminine. And they want to explore more about this giving and receiving equally. They want to be equals with you. It's nothing I could say to change things right now. All talk, no action, unanswered texts. So whatever they're going through, they're embarrassed about it. They fear men and women like you. So some of you may be still dealing with a very wounded masculine. We have ghosting, running, and hot and cold. You may be very highly intelligent, divine feminine. You tend to ice people out when things are not fair or when the truth is being hidden from you. Or when things go against your values, you ice people out. You have a lot of self-knowledge. You know who you are and you're not settling. Remember, I mentioned that earlier. And you're very proud of what you accomplish or what you stand for. And this divine masculine may be still exploring some family dynamics or secrets. Hey, you were asking to let go of myself, the one self I know. That scared me. I'm not willing to change right now. Yeah, because they're still in the middle of that thickness there. I just want you to be the happiest you could possibly be. Hope you're doing fine. Lonely without you. Yeah, they're going through a really rough situation with family and friends and even with their own identity. This could have some father templates that's collapsing. Things to do with booty calls. Maybe they had a very distant father figure that had another family or was busy out there chasing skirts or, sex, and they may have kind of picked that up and they're kind of seeing how this is creating a lot of drama, unnecessary drama. They're kind of working, reworking, or revamping themselves. They miss you. They miss like your energy. I feel like your surety as well, your guidance, your truthful or harsh truth that helped them. Now they feel backed in a corner. Wow. Unavoidable changes. This is it right here with the death. Resistance could bring suffering. So there's a lot of endings that's happening in your divine masculines. A lot of the finale of certain relationships, and it's very intense and unexpected. This could also be with your energy, divine feminine. So I want to get a guidance card and then we could close this up. So we're going to get some angel guidance and see what's next. Angel guidance, confirmations for the divine feminine and possibly the divine masculine. Don't stop. So divine feminine, keep moving forward. Don't stop. Some of your rising levels, or there's steps to this situation, and you're coming into alignment the more you move forward. Stick to your truth or let your moral values or your truth speak for you, even if you feel very embarrassed that it's not part of the crowd or go against what the crowd is doing right now. Stay in your truth, the divine feminines, divine masculines. Some of you are about to see the truth about some ancestral energy or lineage here. Something to do with the father side or lineage. The situation will improve. So good to hear. So there's a positive outcome. For some of you, divine masculine wants a second chance or a second try for them to redeem or prove themselves to you. They do have something that they need to tell you, but they're very defensive about it. So they may be focusing on a way how to kind of like move away with the Two of Wands, how to move away from this situation. Be assertive. So make that decision, know that it's the right decision based on your truth, and have that decisive action behind of it. Wow, divine feminine, take your mask off and speak your truth. We have improving health. Wow. That could be that ancestral energy. When we clear that karma, when we clear that trauma, we inherit strength. We inherit wisdom from our ancestors, their skills, their talents, their gifts. This could be very domesticated or what is that, family court. Some of you, you need more information before you really judge this situation with your divine masculine. Some of you are avoiding confrontation, or you're ignoring some truth here. You're refusing to see some truth, and your ancestors may be here trying to help you, mostly at night, but you get really frantic or scared. I feel like your divine masculine wants to retaliate, hey, but they're choosing to kind of like hit that finale or kill switch on a family dynamic. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you found some sort of confirmation or insights, please feel free to comment in the comment box below. Yeah, thank you guys so much for your donations, your tips, your blessings, your suggestions, your support to the free readings here on the Hourglass. And I'll see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.